I'm Dr. James Maier, retired psychiatrist, grandfather of 8, that's my primary job, with over 40 years practice of psychiatry in a lot of different places in Portland. I want to quote my Quaker ancestor, whose middle name I carry. Hollingsworth Wood used to say, "If a health insurance company ever quickly pays a claim for any medical service at any time, a mistake has been made." It's colorful hyperbole, but not far wrong. Continuing with the Quaker theme, in our Quaker meeting, if someone speaks before you and articulately and passionately says what you were going to say, you say, "That friend speaks my mind." And I'd like to thank all the friends here who persuasively speak my mind. So I'll limit my remarks. I'll just say the last 7 years of my long practice have been doing preventive medicine, basically trying to stop young people who look like they were heading for a psychotic episode before they get there, before they have a first hospitalization, ideally before they develop full-blown schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, with all of the lifelong suffering and expense. It took me my whole practice life to get to prevention. My daughter, who graduated from Brown and did a year of primary practice residency, had to stop after a year. She got burned out with all the patients with end-stage diabetes, cardiovascular disease, all the things that could have been prevented with good care early on. One of my old teachers used to say, it's both more humane and more economical to put a guardrail at the top of a cliff instead of parking ambulances underneath it. Until we get to universal care for everybody, we're literally parking too many ambulances and not planting guardrails. Thank you for your time. And I would again advertise T.R. Reid's book, which I think is a very eye-opening and persuasive case that in all the other countries who did it by different methods, it works better than it works here. So I hope the committee, if I asked one further quiz question like Dr. Gill, if I asked who's the greatest Canadian of all time in a national poll that was conducted a few years ago, the answer is not Wayne Gretzky. That's what you would think, because hockey's a religion in Canada. It's Tommy Douglas, who was Premier of Saskatchewan and fought hard for years to make universal care in Saskatchewan go forward, and eventually that became the model for Canada, which by all metrics and by patient satisfaction is better than ours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.